Right here, we are joined by Rhett Bryan, Lucas Panzica, Coach Dave McGinnis, new voice of the Titans, Taylor Zarzer is here in studio.
Tighten up.
Amy Wells, Ramon Foster.
Hey.
What's going on, guys? Welcome.
How are ya?
Good.
There's a button that you got to push, Amy.
Do I even work here? I've never done this before. They don't let me in the nice studio very often.
Hit the on, not the off.
This is probably what I was hitting off. That's funny. Anyway, so happy to be here with you guys in the morning. I'm going to have some coffee so we can figure ourselves out. But we figured that we would get the group together. This is actually the first time that the Titans radio team for 2025 has all been together in the booth. And I say all of us.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Is there something you'd like to tell everyone?
Why, thank you. I say all of us because we wanted to announce that the newest addition to our team as a sideline reporter is Will Boling.
Let's go. How about that?
And we are so excited to have Will as part of the team. And it seemed appropriate to do it on your show with Ramon Foster, so Ramon can impart his knowledge of what it means to be a sideline reporter. But before we do that, I want to run through the lineup real quick because we've got Will Boling on the sidelines. Rhett Bryan's the executive producer of Titans Radio, as always. Taylor, of course, you are going to be our beautiful play-by-play man. We've got a color analyst, of course, in Dave McGinnis. And then we've got Lucas Panzica, who is going to be our pregame and postgame game day host.
Let's go.
And we are so excited about that.
Happy to be here.
Fantastic.
Guy's got some great
Fantastic.
hair, by the way.
Yeah.
Really good hair.
We've got a lot of good hair in this group.
That's a first for me.
It's actually a prerequisite. I don't think you knew that, but yeah, it's hair first. Hair
You
then
also
voice.
will be on the sidelines. You forgot that part.
Oh, I did forget that part. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm coming back, folks.
Let's go.
Can't keep me away. So Will Boling and I are going to be sharing the sideline duties, and I'm so excited to work with Will. I'm excited to be back on the field. It's a little sad to give up my really good vantage point because now I've got like short people problems again. But I am so excited to be back. It's going to be great.
We have some young children at home in the Wells house, and so we're not going on the road. Amy's not going on the road, so
No.
Will is going on the road, and Amy is going to challenge those little children at home on Sundays listening to the Titans radio. Do you have a torch, Ramon, you can pass Will?
Yeah.
I do, man.
Robert's got a lighter back there for sure.
I need a laser
At the very least.
to just put it in his eyeball real quick. I know. Congrats, man. Super excited for you. Amy, welcome back to the sideline. So you were sitting in Taylor's seat when you passed the torch to me the last time.
Yeah.
And that was super cool. So to see you back on the sideline is dope also, but Will getting his opportunity, Lucas also. Y'all are in a great crew is what I would tell you. Professional, fun, serious at times, but it's also the enjoyment of what everybody loves is the Tennessee Titans. So it's going to be super cool.
The original voice of the Titans, who we love, Mike Keith, would say, the Titans got better today.
Yes.
And we did. And I love when I get these phone calls from Coach Mack when he sees something he likes at practice, at OTAs, or this week at minicamp. He'll call me and say, hey, man, Coach Mack here. I just saw a dude out there on the field. Is Will Boling a dude?
He can be.
That's a coach right there. That's a coach right there.
He can be. Yeah. Dudeness is earned. Yeah. Just like
I love it.
A lot of
in the
upside, right,
NFL,
Coach?
dudeness is earned. And so, but yeah, I mean, he'll do a great job. We've had really, since I've been doing this, what is it, 9 years now, Rhett? The sideline has been a huge part of what Titans Radio's been. You know, starting with, going clear back to Jonathan Hutton and then Amy Wells, and then, of course, then Ramon, and now Will. And, I mean, you've got to have good people down there. You know that. And Titans Radio is a big deal for people that are listening. So, congrats, Will. I mean, these are two solid people that you're following. I'll tell you that.
No doubt about it. I cannot express just my gratitude to the team, to you all. There is such a high standard in being on Titans radio, and there are so many great broadcasters that have been on these airwaves, and all of you included. For a kid that's grown up his whole life in Nashville, and I tell people a lot, like I feel lucky to be in the first generation of Titans fans who are lifelong Titans fans, and I don't know Nashville as a city that doesn't have a professional football team. And that means something to me as a Nashvilleian. It means something to me because Titans radio is such a big part of why I love professional football and why I love the Tennessee Titans. And there's so many moments on Titans radio that when I see a highlight, when I see something in Nissan Stadium, I can hear what it sounded like on Titans radio. And that just means so much. And I'm going to work every day to meet that standard and continue to just be a part of the team. This is a team that is just that, a team, and I'm so grateful just to be a part of it.
Well, you've earned it, my man. Hey, Mr. Murfreesboro over there.
Yes.
How you feel about this team we've put together?
Pretty dang good. And I'm very happy for Lucas and Will because they've earned where they're going. And, just to see two younger fellas that are, been putting in the reps. Both of them do a great job doing an MLS broadcast for the Nashville SC, and they've going back to listen to them doing high school play-by-play, high school football. They put in the reps, and they've got a chance to shine now. And Lucas will do a great job with the game day hosting stuff, and I will be ready to help you in whatever capacity there. We will collaborate quite a bit, scripting and writing and producing. And just know that I'm super happy for Amy coming back to the sidelines.
Yes.
And she'll tell you, I'm the weather nut on Titans radio, and I will have a complete weather forecast if there's inclement weather and a chance of it. We'll have a map of the stadium, where we are, directionals, and what we can expect. How many times have I told Amy Wells, hey, between the second and third quarter, it could be south to southwest winds, 15 to 20 miles an hour. That will change at some point in the fourth quarter into a swirl,
Into a swirl.
I love it.
As part of your sideline kit that you will be provided with once we assemble it, there will be a compass in there that you can get yourself oriented to which way you are, so that when they say, Amy, which direction's the wind coming from?
Perfect.
North. I don't know. We'll get you a compass.
Right,
but that's why I print you a stadium map with that on there.
Brett is so good.
And then I was like, hey, this is Titan sideline. You'll be here. That's the visitor sideline.
There's a big X where you stand. No, it's Rhett knows everything about the weather at all times. You'll text him on Tuesday. Be like, Rhett, what is it going to rain? Is it coming to me? And he'll know.
And then I would text back something like, no, right now forecast models are showing.
It's local weather on the 8th and traffic coming up next on 104.5 The Zone.
I'm glad that we've got a guy that's got a Z in his last name that's going to join us as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are going to tell us when we mess up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Coach Mac's in charge of that.
Yeah.
Lucas, I got no problem with that.
I know it, Coach.
We will air check. We will critique. But the thing is, Lucas, you have been with us for a few seasons now, doing an excellent job in scoreboard updates and NFL previews, setting the table for games that are on the slate at the same time the Titans are playing. So you know what the expectation is, and you know it. Being a young fella growing up. I mean, you told me the stories, Will, about getting out of church. Mom's got the crock pot simmering.
Pot's going and da-da-dun, da-dun, da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun,
The old
da-dun,
network
da-dun.
theme music.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's how I grew up, for sure.
Coach Mac, what were you going to say?
Well, I mean, I didn't realize what a touch point Titans radio was for the fans until I came back and started broadcasting. Because I coached here for 8 years. I mean, and it was rolling then, and did some things with it, but you really don't understand. And since I've been back, I mean, it's a real touch point, not only for the community, but for the entire area. I've met so many, and this is the great part that I like about this now, because when you're coaching, you can't get to interact with the fans. I mean, it's just different. It's a different world. For 31 years, I mean, I was focused on a lot of different things. But this is a wonderful, wonderful way, not only to reach the fans, but to be able to be involved with it. And then both these guys that are joining us, and Taylor also. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I told Ramon this. When he came into it. I mean, you've got a double-digit vet in the league. And he came in and dug in and worked, because it's like a coaching staff. And then on game day, it's game day. Mm-hmm. And none of this happens without Rhett Bryan. I'm just telling you right now. We sit here and talk about
absolutely.
I mean, Rhett Bryan, and I mean this whole thing is a combination of really good people doing really good work. And I'm glad these two guys are with us now.
I appreciate you saying all that. It is personal. This audience that you have on Sundays, it's a personal experience, and it's going to be personal for us too. This is quite the team that we've assembled here. Can we just share real quick, Will, that you and I have sort of kind of worked together before?
A little bit, yes. So it was Jeremy Pruitt's first home game as the head coach at the University of Tennessee.
Oh, good times.
2018, an era that we've forgotten. Let's bring it back up again as Tennessee
Camelot.
That's
wow.
right. So I was a senior at Tennessee, and we had ESPNU Campus Connection on campus that week, where journalism students get to shadow the broadcast for one home game a season typically. So for the ETSU game, my advisor set me up and said, hey, I'm going to have you set up in the booth where you can shadow the play-by-play guy. And that was Taylor. So it was Taylor, Matt Stinchcomb, Chris Budden was on the sidelines that day, and you guys could not have been more welcoming for me. And it was just so cool. Like, you guys, through the production meetings that morning, we got to the stadium at like 8 a.m. It was a hot noon game. I was glad to be in air conditioning in the booth. And there was a lightning delay, a rain delay. And you both were like, hey, like, put on the headset. Like, let's do a fake open. Like, let's just try something out. And so there's a picture, I'll put it out later, of the two of us on the headset together in the booth in Neyland doing a fake open together for Tennessee ETSU during a rain delay. And I remember I blew right through what the producer was counting me in on. He was like, oh, you're a true play-by-play guy. You don't listen to the voice which was funny. But it was such a good time. And I've followed your work on SEC Network and golf as a golf junkie. Like, we'll nerd out about all that. Don't worry. And it's been so cool watching your career and watching you kind of come back to this community where you've been too. So just so blessed and grateful to have the chance to work together. And that was a cool full circle moment from 7 years ago.
Now, was Taylor the analyst in this scenario?
That was Taylor play-by-play.
But you were doing a mock open as the play-by-play,
yes,
and Taylor
correct.
was the analyst
I think
in
you
the
might
mock
have just
open.
just
Which
out of
should
support.
never happen, by the way. Yeah. I should never be the analyst. That's Coach Mac's job. But yeah, when we're faking it, maybe if we're doing some sort of mock broadcast, but with the real deal, to have this team and all the places everybody's going to be on Sundays is something real special. Speaking of golf, I mean, here in a little while, I'm going to get on a plane and go watch the U.S. Open. I have to sign some papers so that I can live in Nashville. I'm going to do that in a few minutes.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go watch the U.S. Open, and I'm going to get more Coach Mac text messages this week from minicamp. And then I'm here starting next week, which I can't wait for. Ramon, you're always going to be a big member of our family, but I'm wondering, I don't know how much time we have left in this segment.
We don't care. This is our show now.
We're good. 7 minutes. We're good to go.
I was wondering, and Ramon, you come back for drafts, you come back whenever you want.
Whenever y'all need me.
But I was wondering, maybe you should take an on-air live picture. We'll just go all assemble next to Will and Lucas, and you take an on-air picture of the Titans
cute.
Radio Network team.
I like it.
I love people who
All right, let's go.
think to catch moments.
Wow, a lot. We're doing this now. He's saying live.
We'll do it.
All right, Moan.
Wow.
This is your play-by-play hat now.
I know. All I'm telling you is everybody's moving over to the left side of the studio. I have my camera available.
The narration.
Play-by-play, Ramon.
This is awesome. Do I go portrait mode right here too?
Yes, and up high.
Whatever you want.
Amy set up. That's a picture right there. Rhett, see your head. Move over towards Lucas a little. There it is. There. Let me get closer. That's a shot.
I love that's a good idea. Thank you.
That is a shot, baby.
That was awesome.
Yes. Taylor, that's how you do it, man. Like, what are rules? They're made to be broken, man. No enforcers in here right now, so we're good.
We're making memories.
Yes,
This is it.
100%.
Making and capturing memories.
I'll tell you something else too. Speaking of memories, making future ones with the group that we have assembled here, and as it pertains to Will and to Lucas, who have grown up with the Titans, as Will so nicely put it earlier. They share a passion of mine of and all of us really of telling the stories of these young men that have a nameplate on the back of their two-tone blue jersey. And whatever that looks like. Sometimes it's triumph, sometimes it's tragedy, sometimes it's both. But that's the thing that Titans radio listeners and Titans fans gather. The story that you and Mac will tell, but the stories behind those guys who are making those plays. And that's the essence of what we're here for, in my opinion, because they're never immune to life's problems. And, you know, again, triumph and tragedy. They've seen it all. And there's some guys that have seen both of those things and seen some adversity. And I'm excited to be able for us to collaborate and tell these stories collectively.
We're just excited to get thrown into the fire, man. Like Cam Ward going to altitude to play that Broncos defense in week 1. Like Will at altitude on the sideline. I imagine there will be some pointers from Amy. The difficulty level is not quite as high. Yeah. But
As long as you're mile high as far as the location, not the other way.
I don't know. The last time we were in that stadium, it was COVID.
It was bizarre.
It was the craziest game of my life.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know how normal games in that stadium work with fans and things like that.
What do they call the area where you were?
Moat.
The moat.
The
That's
moat.
right.
Yeah, that's right.
That first row of seats.
Monday night game, too.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
part of a
It was-
doubleheader.
It was a Monday night game. We had to get our temperature taken. Mike Keith's temperature was 108 degrees, so we couldn't
his
get in
brain
the
got
stadium. We were standing in the sun. We were standing in the sun to wait to get our temperature taken. They didn't
That's
think
not
it
the
all the
whole
way
story.
through.
Well, that was a very sensitive. That was a sensitive thing at that point.
It was
though.
a very sensitive thing. Nobody
Wow.
really knew
Yeah,
what
this
they
is
were
the first
doing. It
regular
was
season COVID game.
it was wild and crazy.
That-
But
that's the PG version of that story.
I mean, I know there is some semblance of time that we have to
All I know
acknowledge
is
here.
that they had to bring somebody down with a walkie-talkie, and they just went, go. Just go. Because
they
the
brought-
thermometers where everybody was dead.
Because they were sitting out in the sun.
And then
Crazy
we
time.
get inside the stadium, and it's Amy and I, because where do we go?
Yeah.
They put us in an elevator, a freight elevator.
goodness.
I mean, one of those freight elevators.
Yeah.
Because they had no idea what they were doing, and we're looking at the guy, and we say, okay, and he says, just punch a floor. Door shuts. It's Amy and I in the elevator.
Let's go.
It was fine.
Elevator.
And still the oddest thing, too, is here's
was
Mile
wild.
High basically empty. I think there might have been 500 people there, maybe.
And you could hear the players yelling at each other during like injury timeouts
you
and
could
things. They were
actually hear
yelling
guys-
across the field at each
You
other,
could hear
like
guys
chatting.
talking smack.
It was weird.
could.
So buckle up, Will. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna like it.
Let's go beat the Denver
wait.
Broncos is what I
Let's
took
do
out
it.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
go.
Such a fun announcement, and again, really appreciate you guys and the opportunity to work together, be a part of the team. Can't wait.
Congrats to Will and Lucas.
Thank you. Appreciate it. More Ramon and Will. We will wrap up the show with you coming up next.